So you are listening to the OmniTalk Retail Fast Five, brought to you in partnership with the A&M Consumer and Retail Group, Firework, SPS Commerce, and Sezzle. All right, Chris, let's go to headline number 3. According to Winsight Grocery Business, H-E-B has partnered with home management platform Thumbtack on its first retail offering, giving grocery shoppers access to dog walkers, cleaners, landscapers, and more. Have you ever used Thumbtack before?
I have not.
Oh my God, it's awesome.
I have used a Thumbtack, but not this Thumbtack as you're describing.
Well, I think you will find Thumbtack, the platform, more useful than an actual Thumbtack, but it is an amazing platform. I've used it for everything from like finding a repair person for my furnace to my best friend who had her flower business on there. So like she would do flowers for weddings on that thing. You can like find anything you need, which is why this is such a cool headline.
Unexpected Thumbtack plug.
Okay, so more than 300 H-E-B stores across Texas now have branded displays enticing customers to scan a QR code to access their services, and select H-E-B stores also have Thumbtack's on-demand feature that offers up names of area handymen, lawn care services, and house cleaners for hire, all at a 10% discount.
Ooh.
Said David Steckel, Senior Director of Strategic Partnerships at Thumbtack, quote, "Thumbtack's job is to make caring for everything in and around the home a seamless experience for the homeowner. Expanding into physical retail brings us one step closer to that by allowing us to be a partner for consumers where they're shopping in store for their pets or getting their backyards ready for hosting," end quote. Chris?
Yes, Ann.
Now that you know all about Thumbtack and what H-E-B is doing here, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I especially hearing that you've used it before.
Yeah.
Like, this seems like dead on nailed it, H-E-B, which doesn't surprise me at all because we've talked about and we've been in your store, your big Frisco store down in Texas, and it was amazing. Like, you're killing it. You're just dead on understanding what your customers want. Right. It's another angle off the ethos we talked about with Walmart last week and healthcare centers. Like, help me get the jobs done in my life. That's what's going to make me go to the place to shop your store. The convenience of getting everything I need done is so important. Convenience is the value that a physical store brings. That convenience can be the physical store. It can be what it gives you the avenue to attempt to try out for the first time, like a Thumbtack service, calling a local handyman in a way that's easier to get than previously. It just makes a ton of sense. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of runway here for H-E-B with this program. Like 10% off those services is a significant discount, especially when I think of like the furnace person that I hired that was, upwards of $1,000 to replace a furnace, and 10% off that, like that's a big deal. Yeah. That's worth it for me to be giving my contact information to a loyalty program at H-E-B in order to kind of get that information. So I think it's really smart. It's playing on how H-E-B can kind of, like you said, be that town center, town grocer, like be a part of the community, ingrained in the community when they're thinking about how to, again, like help people accomplish all the things they can in that one spot. And I think H-E-B, we have to pay closer attention to this. I think, because they started in Texas, there's not as much talk about them as a grocer as there should be. I mean, their expansion plans right now are intense. They only have about 300 or so stores that are open right now. But I think they're going to give Walmart a real run for their money in some of those southern states. I mean, as they're again adding services on, they have restaurants in store. Oh, yeah. They're expanding into other categories like pets and beauty and home goods, like all within their store that kind of put them up into that mass merchandise category. No apparel quite yet, but I still think like the more services that they're offering, the speed at which they're rolling out in Texas and other neighborhoods in those very quickly booming cities, like this could be one to really watch closely.
Yeah, I think the other point I'd make too, Ann, is I think the world's ready for this kind of idea now too, because it's funny. Like I was thinking back, like I got approached by a similar idea, basically the same execution, when I was running lawn and patio for Target. Oh, really? Same type of company came in. This was like 2015, probably 15. And, I wanted to do it. It was hard to get off the ground. It didn't happen. But, the customer just wasn't ready for it then. Now I feel like we are. Like, we understand the QR code, how to, that advertisement works. There's still a little bit of friction there, so I don't love that part of the whole design of this. But, offering it as a service within your collective portfolio of products you give to your customer, I think just makes a ton of sense. And I think the world's ready for these types of things and these partnerships to develop and grow.
Yeah, absolutely.